Hi, I'm Mr.E. Now, whether you're Greta Thunberg talking to a crowd of 100,000 people, or somebody just stood giving an individual presentation to a class of 30, public speaking can be pretty terrifying. Believe you me, I know. I'm a teacher. It's the kind of thing I have to do for a living every day, but it's still scary. Now, what we're going to do is break public speaking or individual presentations down into two stages: what you do beforehand and then what you do after. So let's deal with the before first of all. Number one, pick your passion. Talk about something that you're really interested in, that you have a real thrill for. That enthusiasm will come across to your audience. Number two, have a unique selling point. Well, one of the ways around this is thinking about the title of your speech. Rather than writing a speech about the Harry Potter books, why not write a speech based around the title, Why J.K. Rowling is the greatest fantasy writer ever? Now, in terms of writing your speech, I'll refer you back to another language hack, which is all about proposing a written argument. So click on the link above for that one. Once you've got your speech written, number three, practice, practice, practice. You can't practice enough. If you're feeling brave, practice in front of friends, family. If you're feeling less brave, film yourself on your phone or on your laptop. It can be pretty terrifying and embarrassing at first, but you'll pick up all those different quirks and silly things that you do and learn how to eradicate them. Then we're into number four as the big day gets nearer when you have to deliver the speech. Get things into perspective. After all, this is a 5-minute speech in front of a group of school children. It's not the end of the world if something goes wrong. You can pick yourself up, you can try again. And in order to stop that happening, number five, imagine success. In your imagination, roll forward to the end of your speech where you've finished, you feel happy about it, and everybody's applauding. Try and think through to the relief that you'll feel once you've got it over with and it's other people's turn. Number six, do a recon on your venue. Think about the place where you're actually giving the speech. Have a good look around. Where are people going to be sat? Where are you going to be stood? Know what's going to happen and when. So now let's move on to what happens during the speech. Number seven, connect. Try to connect with your audience. Try to smile. It might not come naturally, but look at them, make eye contact, smile at them before you start delivering. Linked to that, take your time. When you start is up to you. Take a few deep breaths. Don't feel the pressure to rush into what you're going to deliver. Number eight, focus on your material, not your audience. That said, it's quite helpful if you pick out 2 or 3 people in the audience who you know will be rooting for you. Make sure they're in different parts of the room. If you need to make eye contact with those people, engage with them, not with people who give you negative vibes. But the key thing is to focus on the material rather than the people who are watching. The other important thing here, linking back to practicing, is that you know the material well, so don't just read it off a card. Make sure you only have to look at your card 5 or 6 times at most during the whole speech. It's probably best to have a prompt card with bullet points. Don't write the whole thing out or you'll just feel the need to read it all of the time. Number 9. Don't fear silence. There's nothing wrong with taking a pause. In fact, a lot of experts on public speaking talk about 3 different ways in which pauses can be a positive thing. A pause can be used to create drama. If you've got something important to say, pause for half a second before it. It will guarantee the audience's attention. B, a pause for empathy. If you say something which engages the audience's emotions, pause, give them time to reflect upon it. Again, no more than half a second. C, pause for prediction. If you've got something which you want the audience to complete, you start the phrase off, they complete it. After all, practice makes. And rule number 10, have a confident closure. Too many people end their presentation with, well, that's about it really. End with something confident, something definite. Even if it's a rhetorical question, make sure your audience knows when the ending is and therefore knows when to applaud. There are loads of TED Talks, YouTube videos, all sorts of bits of advice out. What I've tried to do is to condense everything into these 10 simple points. I hope the speech goes well. Good luck.
See you next time for more great English hacks.